Welcome back to Avatar: The Four Nations. I'm tired and slightly delirious, so this is going to be a hell of an episode. What did we do last time? Some real gaming shit, and vassalized the Avatar, then we're able to marry her because she was in our court, or at least nearby. So now we're married to the Avatar, Avatar Jar of the Avatar's court. We're, of course, Elder Excellent, like cabbages, of the Lari Islands. Now, independent air temple. We've also got a war? Oofawi, my bones? Oofawi of Oofawi's host? Oh, God. Right. 3,000 men. We have 3,500 men. Oh, my God. I can't be expected to command troops, given my current mental state. But okay. We're going to do it. Let's go, team. Oh, look. You can hire actual, just bands of... Gansu of band. Hawkeye of band. Chung of band. There we go. Can hire some bands if you're interested. Okay, how are we going to do this then? So, if I hadn't given my wife some land, then we'd be okay. Can I even call her into war? Hey, wife? Are we not allied? She's not landless. She's not landless. She literally has land. She has land right there. She's got Whaletail Island. Wait, what? Wait, what? It says quite clearly there, Lordship of Sambota. I click on Sambota and then it takes me to my capital? Oh, what? Oh. It turns out I am the landless one. Excuse me? No, I'm the landless one. Okay. No. It's not the Avatar's landless. It's just she's taken absolutely everything from me. Wait, don't get married, kids. Okay, so... Why have I got nothing, though? I don't think that's fair. Wait, so I've got this temple, but she holds the province? Man, this is really broken. Yeah, no, this isn't right. And what about you? Are you my... So you're still my... What the fuck has happened? So... We hold both temples, and this guy is our vassal, Temple of Kwamdo. She's somehow got control of the province? This music is not suitable. This is not suitable music right now. Huh. Alright, let's not worry about that. I'll deal with that in a minute. That might be some console commands needed to fix that one. Call underscore all underscore no underscore allies underscore to underscore call. Me too, thanks. Alright then, I feel like we can win this one fairly easily, just based on the fact that, oh, God. Yeah, no, that's not supposed to be happening. Why are we suddenly the... Oh, no. She's unlanded. She's lost it. We are now in control of everything. Yeah, okay, we're back in control. What happened there? So it gave her titles back to us. I'm just trying to make sure this is working fine. She has the spirit. She has Avatar's Court. Where is she then? Reigning in Drakpa Whaletail Island. But no, she's not though, because that's ours. And that's not even our capital. Man. Okay, so basically this current version of the mod is apparently a little bit broken. In hindsight, I agree. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Right, so how are we going to do this? We're going to have to transport these troops very carefully. So we're split up into 2 units. We'll move 1 unit onto the boats. And onto Whaletail Island. As they're leaving, this other unit needs to be immediately prepared to go onto the boats. And we'll try and sort of convene... Oh, hang on. They could just drop. No, okay. I've got a plan. So what's going to happen is they finish their sieging there. They're going to get onto their boats and drop in my capital. What we're going to do is actually land the boats in the capital so that we don't take the naval landing penalty, because we'll just be docked and the army will be there. They'll be at half morale. So as long as we're quick reinforcing, but they still have the numbers advantage though, don't they? No, they don't quite. Oh, this is a bit shit. We haven't got any money to hire anything. God damn. Okay, this is it's a little bit of a bad situation we're in right now. So they've done exactly what I said they would. Go for the naval landing. Oh, hang on. You may have done it. Right, make sure our good commanders are on this one, because these are going to be our reinforcements. Right, take it slow. Speed down. Take it very slow. We need to be very, very precise about this. Oh, you know what? We might win that without even needing to reinforce, but I'm going to do it anyway. I feel like we've won that anyway. Let me just take a look here. So, we are the defenders, naturally. We're holding the centre personally. Oh, my God. We've only got 11 martial. How has this happened? We've got 2 commanderless flanks, and we're winning with less men. Incredible. It's that avatar energy. Right, pause. Get you guys to the island. Reinforce as quickly as possible before those guys flank. I know that turning the speed up doesn't make them go any faster. Right, there we go. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Ooh, that was looking a bit risky there for a second. 100% war score. Thank you very much. Now we can try and work out what's going on with this friggin' title issue that we've got happening right now. So, just to recap. Right, let's just make sure everything's fine. So, Whaletail Island's apparently sieged? What is happening with this? It's only this mod I've ever seen this with, but apparently you can control a province without actually having the capital holding in the province. So, yeah, we actually don't have Whaletail Island. That does actually belong to our wife. Their avatar's court. So she holds the temple in that, but not the province itself. I don't know if that's a feature of this mod in particular. That's very, very strange. It's going to take a lot of getting my head around that. I'll just accept that that's how it's supposed to be working. It's a feature, not a bug. Maybe? Who knows? Ufawi, my cabbage has arrived in my court. Do we want to banish him and take the full 20 gold? Just Blaze. Yes, please. Goodbye. 420 gold will be siege. He might come back. He genuinely might just turn around and try and reinvade. Doesn't matter too much. Alright, what's the plan then, team? It should be obvious. Let's go ahead. Flip over to, I suppose, family focus will be slightly... No, actually, for having kids, I suppose seduction focus will be better because that's sex appeal, which is going to make you like her, or she's going to like us by the +10. So, I guess this one's better for now. Plus, we've got that patriarch bonus. Plus, we've also got the Grim and Air bonus. So, our fertility should be really, really high. Let's hope that the avatar doesn't have 0 fertility or something like that. Fingers crossed. To the magnificent Elder Excellent. Blessings upon you and your house. We propose that Monk Gyatso of the Northern Air Temple and Destroy Baka marry. Yes, by all means, I will allow that. Right, so, what have we got going on? So we actually do have, oh, speak of the devil, my wife Gia? Who cares? Tells me she's pregnant, but that can't be right, can it? Why would doubt beset me, though? Oh, because we're paranoid, right. So if you're paranoid, doubt will always beset you. Okay, so who are you again? You're my sister's... Okay, so my nephew, or my niece. I could have found out that by hovering over it. You are Thrift. Now, what about our actual kids, though? Our children with our first wife. So they're coming out pretty decently, to be fair. They do need a guardian. Let's see if we can find that humble, diligent combo. We got diligent, humble. Damn. Like, you know, exactly what I asked for. Shrewd as well would be great, but you know what? I'm going to count my blessings. I might even go for you. The issue is, Curious can flip into Cynical, so if we found... But it could also become... no, I'm going to go for you. I'm going to go for you just because you've got really good overall traits. My daughter, don't really care about you too much, going to be honest. You don't have my lines, but it doesn't really affect us whether or not we educate you here. I'm just going to give you a good diplomat to train under. Fight, he'll do. He seems pretty good. What about you? My other daughter? Yeah, no, we don't care about you either. Boom. Problem solved. Now, last episode, we had a duel. I did have a look how the duel engine worked before I got into this mod. I've given my opinion on modders adding their own duel engine rather than using the base game CK2 engine a lot. So those of you who watched a few of the series will know I really am not a big fan of them. So I looked in advance at the duel system, and a lot of you were saying use one of the other options. You obviously lost because you didn't use any of the other options. I've already checked the files, and in the event that we're equally matched, it doesn't matter. It's purely random. So I could have picked any of those, and it would have basically been the same outcome. So, don't worry too much. I do know how it works. It's just in that scenario where we both have the same bending traits. There are a few things that play into it. Like, for example, there are certain other warrior-based traits added by the Avatar mod, which can affect it as well. But when we're both just competent benders and air benders and things like that, didn't make any difference. If you're, you know, strong versus feeble or weak, then it can also affect it. But none of that was relevant in the duel that we had last episode. So don't worry. I know how it works. Ooh. Hello. This character is a first-generation direct descendant of the Avatar. Some of their powerful blood might still run in their veins. Oh, that's cool. Monthly prestige, monthly spirituality, martial diplomacy, general opinion +10 is huge. Pabu. Okay, sure. I'm going to call you... Just go for a random name until I find one I like. Nima. Because I can't pronounce it. I feel like that's perfect. Let's pick a name that I can't pronounce. Like Uncle Aero. Now, I kind of want to focus on either building a city or building up the factory a little bit so that we start getting a few more taxes. I feel like the factory is very endgame, just based on the actual tech advances that we need and based on how hospitals work in the base game. So this might be something later on. So let's go for a city to begin with, and I feel like a city on one of these islands definitely wouldn't hurt, considering it's all damn temples at this stage. Plus, that'll obviously give us taxes. We can also hold city level tiles. There's no reason not to. So we need another, was that 130 more gold or so? That's fine. I'm going to stick with the seduction focus a bit longer. Now, once we've already got kids, the family focus would be a better idea, just to make them like each other, so they're less likely to obviously kill one another. But man, our character himself is pretty bad, eh? Craven, stubborn, proud, paranoid. Paranoid's okay. Honest is pretty bad, though. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the guy we're playing as right now, so when we play as that pure avatar blood, that'd be a lot nicer. Do we want a maidservant lover giving intrigue +1 plot discovery chance +10%? A mistress named Polden? No. I think we'll go for the intrigue +1, thank you. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, that's much better. Now, we did have some murder plots against us before, so this might help out a little bit with that. Now, what do we want to go for? A couple of episodes, I was like, okay, religious customs are absolutely the one we should go for, because that's going to give temple vassal opinion. We've only got temple vassals, but as we expand and build up our domain, that's not going to be always the truth. So, going for something like tolerance to give us more women on the council, say, or legalism to get regulated inheritance in particular is a big one. I might go for legalism instead. And we'll actually try and push that through now so that we can... Oh, shit, we can even get revoked title. Man, that's difficult. Hard to say which I prefer. I'm going to go for a revoked title, actually, because if we do flip religion, that means that if we go to war with the Air Temple, we can just revoke everything immediately, eventually, when we obviously get to religious revocation, which you only need legalism level 2 for. So that seems pretty good to me. Let's start work on the title revocation, then, and we don't have to... Oh, with Air Commune Government, it costs 100 spirituality to change domain laws. That's absolutely fine. And the council don't get to vote on it. Do we even have the council empowered? No, they're all abolished. Okay, that's good. My wife is pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? So we're obviously looking for genius, attractive, and blood of the avatar. If we get that combination, our next character is going to be insanely good. We should make it like our background goal to always have the avatar being married into our family to keep the blood pure. So we can't play as an avatar unless we time it and like line it up perfectly. Because you guys were saying, or at least speculating, that maybe when the avatar dies, a kid that's already alive will be picked instantly for that. So we have to follow the avatar cycle as well, which is obviously going to be quite difficult. We can't rely on that thoroughly. So marrying the avatar into our family might just be a cooler idea anyway, because then we won't directly play as the avatar, but we'll have that avatar blood amongst us, and we'll be quite strong in that regards. That should be kind of our background goal, I think. A son was born to Elder Excellent of Lari Islands and Avatar Jar named Nobu. Nobu, my cabbages. Oh my god, he's a genius. Not an attractive genius, but you know what? Look at these stats. He's got 7 diplomacy and he's just been born. Wah, wah. I am a good and just leader. Tax concessions for the poor and all that. Okay. Wow. I'm going to go with, again, as always, Thrift, just because the outcomes for that are the best, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not really too invested in the martial character yet, mainly because we don't need it. You know, we're already very, very powerful with just our retinues. We can get a character that's very good at organising the realm, keeping our vassals strong, bringing in a lot of money. We can just build up our military that way, right? So this could be pretty good. Nobu, I'm going to name you Nomu instead, as a symbol of power and strength. He's apparently immediately an airbender. Okay. Is that just because it's the Avatar's son that they're just revealed instantly? Maybe it's based entirely on the father's line in that case. Just because because the Avatar has many different bending styles that it might mess with it a little bit. Not sure. You are definitely my heir, though. I'm gonna designate you no matter what. To be honest, he's probably the best kid we've got right now. Look, he matches his 8-year-old brother in terms of diplomacy, and he's only just been born. So I feel like this kid is definitely the one to watch out for. I might even go as far to look through all of our courts to try and find a good educator for him as well, because I want this kid to come out as best as he possibly can. Let's see what we've got right now before I really make my mind up. Again, we're looking for patient, diligent, humble, the big combination, plus shrewd as well. Oh my god, look at this person. Charitable, kind, patient, humble, ambitious, shrewd. You are perfect. This might even be the character I invited to our court, you might remember a couple of episodes ago, but they were still out traveling on their air nomad duties. So if this is the character, holy shit, like, you are insanely powerful. I also want to mark you as special interest, so that we can keep an eye on her, so that we know if she leaves our court or dies or something like that. I'm also going to make you a court tutor, so that kids default to being educated by her as well, because she's so good. Like, an insanely good character. Here, I have a gift as well. I'm feeling really generous. It's hard to feel proud when one has nothing to be proud of. I mean, you don't really have anything to be proud of. I'm quite happy with my whole gaming mechanics they're getting the Avatar to the court. But yeah, no, you definitely don't deserve it, pal. You can lose that. And it's another step to becoming a better monk, I suppose, and having our vassals respect us more. He's also just so crap all around. Like, his only redeeming, like, actual obtainable trait is gregarious. Just because he was born genius and attractive. He's got a bad education, too. Like, he's just so bad. Wife is pregnant again. Maybe this time it will be the genius, the genius attractive Avatar descendant that we've been looking for. Gulang Baka. Marshal. Could always use good commanders in my court. And we've almost got enough money for that city. I'm trying to be more conscientious of that rather than spending my money on gifts for my fucking kids' teachers or whatever. Oh. Damn. Twins. Double the chance. Rin's in my cabbages. Fine. Dolka. Damn it, a daughter. No use. Alright, thrift for you. Dolka, that's fine. Is she going to be born to the mother's line, or does that not work for... It looks like it just doesn't work for the Avatar. Because those are definitely all born to my family, right? Yeah, they are. Weird. The Avatar must have some strange exceptions to the rules, then. Oh. My nephew was murdered under suspicious circumstances. Monstrous. His character is hideous to look at and even worse to be around. Oh, God, what did he do wrong? It's no wonder he was murdered in that case. I genuinely, this is out of control. This is too many children. I've got like 8 kids now. I've got 7 children. This is unbelievable. I mean, 8 including, obviously, the soon-to-be child. Wow. So, have we got them all being educated as well? We do need a good backup. Although, I suppose our backup son will be our first son, because he's pretty decent. Let's not, you know, write him off or anything yet. I've just got to keep a very close eye. Make sure this kid is educated. Pansy, really? We've got Rinzin, Dolkar, Nomu, Nima, Tangdong, Palden, Lily, and Pansy. Which is like all these varying names and then 2 flowers. Sure, Pansy. Why not? That's fine. I was going to say, if you come out the attractive genius, I was going to be very annoyed then. Although they're my line, so it wouldn't matter. Huh. I don't know if it's agnatic cognatic, though. Might just be agnatic, and because obviously men are born to your line, so why would it be agnatic cognatic? Yeah, I guess it is. Alright, throw for you as well, my daughter. Honestly, I'm going to flip over to business focus. We need the gold to build up our factories and our cities and even our temples at this stage now that I've actually fixed them. So, let's go for that. Obviously, we can also use it to reinforce our retinues because that's currently not reinforcing either. Not that we have any threats to worry about besides adventurer threats, apparently. But it would be nice to get that little bit of extra income there just to help speed things along here. How close are we now? 562. Damn it. We're still quite far off. A couple more months and I think we could get it, especially if we get lucky with the business focus. You shall go and live, Gulang. I don't know who you are, but please leave my court. Who's the pirate? Our sister? Lady Destroy Backer, who was apparently married to Elder La Mo. Where's he? Oh, he's part of the Northern Air Temple. Okay, fair enough. It's nice that we've spread out across the world a little bit. It's kind of an interesting... Oh, God. Dear cousin? Tales of your misdeeds are told from Ba Sing Se to the Fire Isles. This is a formal declaration of war. Our armies shall meet on the field of battle. Are they going for de jure claims on our land? War of reclamation. They're trying to reclaim our land. Are we just going to be vassalized in the event that we lose? Nothing happens. According to this, nothing happens, but I don't believe it. If we lose, he apparently gains 100 spirituality and 50 prestige. We lose 100 spirituality and 50 prestige. I imagine there's also a secondary effect. I'm obviously not going to test it, because we might just become unlanded and lose. However, can we even beat him? That's my concern here. He's got 9,000 men. This is going to be a hell of a hard-fought war. If we're to succeed, I'm going to have to be somewhat careful. Now, again, I'm not hugely fussed about succeeding, because I'm not even sure there is any downside to just surrendering, besides losing some prestige, apparently. So, I will fight to win, but again, I'm not going to lose any sleep over actually, you know, losing the war. Right, let's get our best commanders. But 951 air masters. Please, for the love of God, help. Oh, God. Not looking good there. They are going to take... Oh, shit, we lost that. Really? Oh, they reinforced. I see, right. Well, that's fine. Because as long as we've got good commanders here, and we're not leading troops, because that's a big mistake, our troops will reinforce first. Yep. Then they're going to get there with... Man, way more men than we've got, actually. We're only going to have 2,500 versus their 3,700, but they are going to take a straight crossing. Our army won't count as taking a straight crossing because we've already got troops there, so you're not allowed to lead troops. I'm sorry. You're so bad. Oh, you know what? They didn't even bother carrying on with it. Right, let's head over here. Oh, Christ. That's a lot of men. Wow. I keep thinking this is siege, but it's not. It's just our wife. Turns out it's not a siege. I'm just married. Council doom it wise. Yep, good for the council. Now's not really the time, though, is it, council? Are they getting boats to our capital? God damn, how are we supposed to stop this? 21% war score just because we lost that battle. Oh my god, there's not a... How is Whaletail Island got a crossing to Lari, but not to the island directly to itself that I could swim that. That's ridiculous. Alright, can try humble? Yeah, I mean, that seems very monkly. Monkly? Is that a word? Seems very religious? Saintly? I don't know. Alright, how am I supposed to stop this? I'm not spending my money on mercenaries, I refuse, because they're not only they're not very good, you know, we're going to get 106 men for 65 gold? Yeah, maybe not. What happens if we surrender it? Maybe it's like an invasion war. I'm just going to surrender it, see what happens. Yeah, okay, he just vassalizes us again. You know what? Fine. Honestly, what were we doing without being vassalized? Really nothing. What did he just What did he just do? Oh, he transferred me a vassal? That's very kind of you. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, transfer vassal plus 10. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Alright, let's get our retinues back to the capital then. I mean, it's not that bad being vassalized again, because, like I said, we weren't doing anything with it. This gives us time to bide our time and, you know, build up that avatar child that before we really go out for expansion. What I might even start doing, fabricating claims on the whole kingdom, and then pushing them all before we die so that they're inherited by our heir. Even if we don't win it, it doesn't matter. You know, oh no, we'll lose some prestige. And, you know, I have to pay some gold, but it might be a bad plan. And then take the whole of the Air Temple in one swoop. That way he can't, you know, go for this war of reclamation, because we can't hold out against him if we are independent. You want me to become your commander with my 11 marshal? Nah, not happening, thanks. Now, last episode I was like, should we flip to a particular religion? Do you guys have any favorites? A lot of you recommended the fire spirituality, which sounds very cool. However, somebody made a good point that if we want to sort of roleplay it a little bit and go from our sort of airways into a more pragmatic, sort of a slightly more aggressive play style where we're going to be expanding, would make sense to go back to the nihilism. Because that, as one of you pointed out, I think it was original Soulborn, pointed out in the comments that they also get access to a unique military building, which we lost when we converted back over. So although we'll lose these pretty sweet bonuses, I will admit, the majority of the bonus there is opinion penalty for different cultures. And honestly, I think I'm experienced enough with CK2 at this stage not to worry about opinion penalty of different cultures for expansion. Especially as we've got apparently other buildings and other methods, particularly our culture as well, gives bonuses to that anyway. So, should we convert back to nihilism and then build up our military to be quite powerful so that in the event that we want to expand, we can do so, that we have that option. I feel like that might be kind of cool. Also, it fits into the whole, you know, plan that I've got going on right now. So, Renounced Secret Faith, that will get rid of our nomadic pacifism, which becomes a secret faith when you adopt your Legion's faith. So, get rid of that, and we'll keep our nomadic nihilism. We'll go back to our roots, back to the start of the series, and that should give us, yeah, the auxiliary barracks. You were right there. It's not huge, but I imagine with a little bit of upgrading. Man, we've also got this training ground, which is pretty strong. I'm pretty sure we didn't have that before either, but that's ridiculously powerful. Morale of armies plus 10%, and there's like 3 levels of that. You know, that actually might be insanely broken. Like, a little bit too OP. But I suppose that's to make up for the fact that you lost all those bonuses from the religion, right? So that's actually kind of cool. Thank you for pointing that out. Why, the spirits? How could you be so cruel and take Shulu Ping from me? I don't know who Shulu Ping is, by the way. I can find no relief. No escape from the all-consuming sorrow. No matter... What is this? This is My Chemical Romance. I will never find another friend like you, Shulu Ping. Getting the trait Drunkard. Well, that goes with just about everything else wrong with this character, so why not, eh? That's fine. Paulden, my son, is of age. He has 27 stewardship. My god. And he also looks, he's not inherited his father's looks, let's put it that way. Genius. He only became a fortune builder, but if we do end up playing as him for whatever reason, then there is a way to, obviously, taking the business focus will allow us to turn that to Midas Touch, giving him something like, that would give him 30 overall, stewardship, I believe. He's also, man, he's a good character. Patient, gregarious, zealous, diligent, temperate, ambitious. Shit. Yeah, Paladin should go and live. Yeah, go, by all means, go and make yourself better. because you will be an incredible backup area. He's better than us in just every way. Gain land for an unlanded son. Huh. So we can actually go to war and try and grab some land for our son and grant him something, because he is... It says there, you wish to secure some land for your son that's not set to inherit any. Or if that gives us any unique casus bellis. That's where I was going with that. I don't think it will, so I'm going to ignore it. Lose the trait Craven would be incredible. And that's also, by extent, lose the trait Paranoid. Getting rid of those would both be very, very good, so I'm quite happy to go for that one. Now, I want you collecting taxes so that we can get to our city quicker, if you don't mind. My son has apparently found companionship with none gold camo of the Southern Air Temple. A married woman. No? She's also got no good traits at all. Think of eugenics, you goddamn useless son. Son, what have you done? Why do I have a grandson? How old are we? Okay, we're 50. I mean, yeah, you know, it's a different time, eh? My grandson. Geffel my cabbages. We can also designate him our heir, so we definitely need to make sure that our other... Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. Just any male of our dynasty, right? So if we make sure that our children have those good congenital traits and try and make them the best as they can be, eventually we could have a lot of backup heirs and maybe just roll the dice on some of them and hopefully inheriting those good traits. Finally, we've got enough gold. Let's build that city. It's going to take 666 days. Oh, cursed. This is a cursed city. What we'll do is we'll also flip over our bookkeeper because she's got 21 stewardship here. Damn. So oversee construction. That's minus 52% build time. Nice. Okay. How long is it going to take now? There we go. 20th of February, 7:31. So next year, actually within a few months. So that's much, much better. We'll hold the city ourselves, naturally. Oh my god, we're only at 1 out of 7 on our domain size. We need to just focus on buffing up taxes, like, massively, and expand a huge amount, and just become this utter powerhouse of a nation, with all this Avatar blood, too. So what have we got here, then? We have, what looks like base CK2 buildings. City walls, city fortifications, militia training ground, mustering grounds. Got guards, tax income. That gives a lot of money for that. Wow. 6 levels of it as well, and it's giving 3 gold for 141... 3 tax per month. For 141 gold. Yeah, it seems a little bit strong. Same with the port. Man, if we get a couple of these kicking around, this would definitely bring in the money. We'll focus on that town market and port as soon as we can. And try and buff ourselves up a lot. Because that's basically going to give us an extra... You know, an extra third on top of what we're making already. That's very, very cool. Right, let's get that port built. Now, how many levels of port are there? Oh, man, it's also building incredibly fast. Holy shit. I can't stand it anymore. Every time we have a visitor from another realm in the court of the Grang Elder Pabu makes a fool of himself trying to impress our visitors with his non-existent knowledge of foreign languages. I'll have to tutor him. I've never seen this event from this perspective before. But this is for players. This would be the language event, which eventually can turn to multilingual, giving you some diplomacy and stewardship, I believe it is. Oh god. Yep, that works perfectly. Grang Elder Pabu expresses his gratitude for my offer to tutor him in the languages of foreign courts. Event OPTA_ZE_2029. Could do with a little bit of polish on that. Alright, support's been built. That's going to give us a grand total of 5.5 gold a month. It's not much, but it's definitely a great start compared to what we were earlier. Ooh, debase the mints as well. Hey, we can build a town market immediately. That's an extra 6 gold. Let's debase some more mints and keep building ourselves up here. This has been very, very good for the realm. Honestly, we've built ourselves up so much better. And let's take a look at our heir. How's he doing very quickly? He's not looking well. Cough, headache, fatigue. Please don't die me. He's got 18 martial. That's incredible. He's 14 years old. He's got 11 diplomacy, 18 martial, 12 stewardship. Man, that's pretty good. Charitable, patient, humble, zealous. Cruel, not ideal. He's got a lot of fucking childhood traits still, though. Direct descendant of the Avatar, naturally conscientious, fussy, brooding. Man, he's looking like a really, really good character. He has got the flu. Court physician. Do I have one? No, I don't. Okay, right. Get court physician. His half brother Polden. Fine. You know what? 19 learning is pretty good. Let's get designated regent Choki. Choki my cabbages. This is the game. I never did that. This is the game doing it for me. Right. Please don't die, son, for the love of God. That would just be the cherry on the proverbial cake at this stage. Wait. Did you just get just in that time it took me to go to my minor titles and come back? And he became a powerful bender? Oh, he's lost the trait flu as well. Man, this kid is going to end up really... We could have a very, very good heir next time. This could be insane. thank you for watching. I'm really excited to see how well Nomu comes out, because he's in an unbelievably good air right now, and I think we're going to have something pretty good on our hands here. Big shout out, of course, to my top tier, insane level patrons: Big Dick Timmy, Sean Thornton, Zachary Harris, Harik, Lucas Holting, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Jackson Widman, Escape, Crosis, James Ogilvy, Conspired C, Necrophilim, Michael Mullen, Haydog, Josh Lundeen, Tesla, and Logan Thorne for their support, the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you very much for that. Very nice and good of you. And of course, a big shout out to my patrons, my fellow patrons, my good friend patrons. It's late. It's early. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't slept yet, okay? Big shout out to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Facundo Vasquez, Felix Deal, Quet Lutchley, Brandon Montoniac, Paul Master, Everqueen is Waifu, Quasar Fox, Jonas S. Villadson, Chris, Joseph Beer, Sir Thor the Swede, Nick, Sidini, Asro, Jack Allen, Chancellor Shoe Palpatine, Euphrates, Jordan Campbell, Joran DeVries, I'm the Lizard King, and Duconi217 for all your support as well. And many, many others. Thank you all very, very much for keeping the channel afloat when times are bad. Times are hard. But not for Nomu, who's an incredibly good son. Only another year, and then we can actually see how well he does. See you next time.